guys, and welcome to Too Cute for Cancer. My name is Jody and I am living with stage 4 triple negative metastatic breast cancer. How are you guys doing? This has been an unsettling time in our history, am I right? I've been worried about you all. I've been praying for you guys every day. Do me a favor and drop a thumbs up down below if you all are okay, all right? Today's topic is a hard one for me. A few months back, I made a comment that my little boy had passed away some years back. And a few of you asked me if I could share what happened to him. To be totally honest with you, I have never been able to share my very deep and personal loss. My oldest son is a career musician and a worship pastor, and has been able to share our story in his concerts. But for myself, I have never been able to speak up publicly about it. So when you guys started asking me, it took me back a little bit, and I had to gather my thoughts and my emotions and decide how to respond. When I started speaking at various cancer events and started this channel, my goal has been to be completely transparent, so that others experiencing life's tragedies, such as cancer, could see that they were not alone in their feelings. I wanted to be relatable and show the good, the bad, and the ugly. The good days and the bad days, right? I also believe when you get to know a person beyond the surface, you know, not just hi and bye, how you doing, you get to learn about their joys and their sufferings. I feel like you guys have really truly become a part of my life, a great support and encouragement to me daily. So to continue my goal of total transparency, I'm going to share my deepest sorrow with you guys, the death of my little precious boy, Michael. For me to tell you about my son's death, I feel like I need to tell you about his life. As you know, I have 4 kids. 2 I birthed and 2 I adopted. We wanted a large family, but it took me 5 miscarriages, 1 pregnancy with twins that were lost at 5 months to get 2 healthy, beautiful sons. So I couldn't do it on my own. So we decided to adopt. We first adopted Michael as an infant. He was the happiest, most loving baby in the whole world. He had a very loud cry and often turned to screams, but we loved his screams and all. We first adopted Michael. We knew his father's side and that history, but we didn't know anything about his mother, and we did know that she had died, but that was the extent of it. We just knew that we brought home this beautiful, chubby, healthy baby boy. I mean, he was just like the picture of health, until he started having belly aches, ear infections, and overall just not well. I kept taking him to the doctors, and they said it was normal for kids to have earaches and ear infections. And I knew this to be true because my oldest son, Michael's brother, Raymond, also had ear infections at this age. But my mama's gut told me something else was going on, so I kept pressing the doctors for blood work. Finally, they did. My biggest fear at that time was that he was anemic. Oh. Finally, just to shut me up, they did a blood draw, and it came back all wacky. So they started doing some more tests. Around that same time, we learned why Michael's birth mother died. She died of AIDS. So immediately, they tested him for HIV virus. January 3rd, 1998, we were told our beautiful baby boy had full-blown AIDS. At that time, the world was still very fearful of the disease, and the treatments for children had not been fully developed like they are now. So we were told that basically take him home and love him, and of course, you know, they gave us a bunch of safety precautions and stuff to protect ourselves against his blood. So we did just that. We brought him home. We loved the heck out of him. and we spoiled them to the point that he was unbearable at times. When Michael was 2, we adopted our daughter Summer. She was also a baby. Her and Michael were 2 years exactly apart. So we had our 4 kids, just like we dreamed of, except for one of them was dying. Michael did pretty good for several years, no major illnesses, no hospital visits, but as time went on, he became weaker and caught every cold, every flu that came along. At first his liver started to fail, then his kidneys, and then pneumonia is what eventually led to his death. He died at age 7 in April, right before his 8th birthday, actually, in June. May 1st, my husband's father died of a heart attack suddenly, and that week we put Michael in hospice, and that following week I was diagnosed with breast cancer. People ask me, how did it feel? What did you think when you first got cancer? And I don't remember, you know. I was so numb from it all, from the grief. But anyway, we loved Michael. We loved him to pieces. And now one day I'll see him in heaven and I will love him even more. We have our pictures and we have tons of Michael stories that we talk about often. One thing I wanted to leave you with though, be careful when you meet a cancer patient, not to just assume that cancer is the worst thing that's ever happened to them. Yeah, just because you have cancer doesn't make you exempt from all other life sufferings and tragedies, now does it? Just because you have cancer doesn't mean you can't have a bad day or a hard job or go through a divorce, suffer a loss of a child. Cancer is just a piece of our puzzle, the puzzle of our life, right? And yeah, and I don't know what else to say, but that I do love you guys. Thank you for asking, and I wish you all well. And if you want to subscribe to my channel, if you're not already doing that, go ahead and hit subscribe and join our community. And also don't forget to hit the bell. Ding, 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 ding. All right, you guys, that's all I got for today. You guys take care, be safe, and remember I love you all. And I will see you on Wednesday. To Keep for Cancer, signing off.